Good morning, everyone. It is May the 28th at 9 a.m. The regular Commissioners Court meeting of Atascosa County will come to order. And we want to thank everybody for being here today. The first item on the agenda will have a prayer and pledge of allegiance.
We'll take a moment of silence for Polly Filson's County Attorney's Office. She worked there, and her husband, Roger Filson, passed away late last week. So take a moment of silence for her. Let's pray. Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this Commissioner's Court. We ask you to bless us with much needed rain and just look after us and guide us and protect us, Father. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Prayer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, do we have any public comments this morning? Any public comments? Last call, your chance to speak this morning. Last public call for public comments. Okay, the next item we have is number 4, Audrey Lewis, discuss or take appropriate action concerning personnel. New employee, Catherine Schneider, position Assistant District Attorney, pay rate $114,000 annually, salary budget area 154,400,402. Start date will be today. Physical and drug test are pending. Believe you want to?
Yes. Just a position she has open, and she's requesting to hire.
Okay. Is any of this salary out of the Senate Bill 22?
Yes, some of it is, but I will separate it
Do
out.
we need to break that out?
Yes.
We have the breakout?
I don't know exactly, but I can.
So it's a total of 114?
Yes, it will not exceed that.
Okay. We need a motion? Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is any further discussion? All those in favor? The motion carries. Next item we have is Judge Wayne Vaughn, discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel existing.
You skipped one, Judge.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I skip one? I apologize. It's all run together there. Number 5, Audrey Lewis, again, discuss and take appropriate action transferring the title of the 81st Judicial District Attorney's Office 2020 Chevrolet Tahoe K9 unit, VIN number 1GNLCDEC3LR177891 to the Poteet Independent School District Department.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Any further discussion?
This is the one that she had brought to us. It just didn't have a particular place it was going to be moving to. So now she's added the VIN number and found a destination.
Okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Now we have Judge Wayne Vaughn, discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. Existing employee Andrea L. Garcia, position Justice Court Clerk, pay rate $41,000 annually, salary budget area 012-428-402. Start date will be June 1st, 2024. Physical and drug tests are not applicable. Did you have anything to add, Ms. Burrell?
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Bowen,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Number 7, Sarah Reen, discuss or take appropriate action to approve changing the animal control facility schedule from a 4-day on to 4-day off rotation to a 5-day work week with 8-hour shifts to ensure better staff coverage on weekends and weekdays. Ms. Reen, you want to come up here, please? How are you today?
Good, thank you.
Good. Tell us what you got today.
So I've been in my position now for over a month, and I have noticed that the schedule is not covering everything that I need to have covered. If anybody calls in or if somebody has to request a day off that they would normally work, then we end up short-staffed. This is especially hard on the weekends because they only have 2 people working on the weekends right now. So it's somebody covering cats and somebody covering dogs. And if somebody calls in, there's just one person there, or I have to go in and cover it, which is fine, I don't mind doing, but it's a lot. So my proposal is to switch to a 40-hour work week where they work 5 8-hour days spread out through the 7 days. It would not be a set schedule. I would have to make the schedule in advance based on requested time off and things that I need covered, but it would allow me to have the things that I need covered on a weekly basis.
Do you see in the schedule change us creating more overtime in any way,
No,
or costing us any
No.
more money?
I don't foresee it.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold up. Let her finish first. Go ahead.
No, I don't foresee it doing that. It'll actually provide us with more people on a daily basis, so the tasks can be done more efficiently. And I'm creating protocol to expedite and make those tasks happen more efficiently as we go through.
Ms. Pavelic?
So everyone's moving to a 5-day,
Yes, that would.
and there will be no more holiday pay.
That would be that was my question when it came to yesterday's holiday, just to see who would work holidays and who wouldn't work holidays based on pay.
Just be the way their days fall, she's having a schedule, but they won't get holiday pay.
Ms. Bird, you have something to add?
When we open for discussion, yes.
I'm sorry?
When you open it for discussion, don't we need to have a?
Right, I need a motion first, but I'm trying to understand a few things first before we get into that.
Yeah.
So,
They were set up as law enforcement type of 4 on, 4 off, and got holiday pay, which officers I understood, but not the staff here. So moving to this, it will give her the coverage she needs, and if they actually work on a holiday, they will get the 8 hours of a holiday, and then they'll get their 8 hours of pay, of straight time, because they're working on holiday.
Right.
Not just automatically everybody get the holiday pay and work a 40-hour week.
okay. We need a motion? So moved. Motion made by Commissioner Riley,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Now do we have any discussion? Any further discussion? Okay, we all understand what's going on? Okay. All in favor? That motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Reen.
Thank you.
Good work. Next, item number 8, Lisa Akers, discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. Existing employee Janelle Villanueva, position indigent clerk, pay rate $42,000 annually, which is $3,500 monthly. Salary budget area is 050-400-403. Start date will be today. Physical and drug tests are not applicable.
I'm covering for that as well.
Okay.
Everything's in line. She's been there for quite some time, and she's just moving her up.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis. Seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Number 9, Sheriff Sire, discuss and take appropriate action concerning new employee Jonathan Kurtz, position Deputy Sheriff, pay rate Tier 2, $56,000 annually, $171 fluctuating, $120 uniform allowance, $175 holiday pay, 90-day county probation, 1-year agency probation, incentive pay, salary budget area 012-440-410. Start date will be June 1st, 2024, and physical and drug tests are complete. Sheriff?
Good morning, gentlemen. I've hired Jonathan Kurtz as the deputy sheriff at the salary benefits stated in the agenda. Drug and physical have been completed, and the start date is June 1st.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. I understand Benjamin Ramos is off.
Yes,
Okay, we're going to miss that employee.
get that one.
I'm sorry, the next position to be, is it Seneca?
Seneca?
Seneca? Seneca Castaneda, Corrections Officer, Tier 3, $47,000 annually, $171 fluctuating, $120 a month uniform allowance, $150 a month holiday pay, 90-day county probation, 1-year agency probation, salary budget area 012-442-562. Start date will be June 5th, 2024, and physical and drug tests are pending.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm hiring Ms. Castaneda as a correction officer at the salary and benefits stated in the agenda. Physical and drug tests have been completed, and her start date is June 5th, 2024.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Next item is existing employee Felix Rosado, position sergeant, Tier 1, $56,200 annually, $171 fluctuating, $120 uniform allowance, $150 holiday pay, salary budget area 012-442-561. Start date would be June 1, 2024. Physical and drug tests are not applicable.
Yes, Mr. Rosado is being moved up to sergeant at Tier 1 salary effective June 1st, 2024.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? The motion carries. And existing employee Josiah Lopez, position corporal, pay rate Tier 1, $52,000 annually, $171 fluctuating, $120 a month uniform allowance, $150 holiday pay. Salary budget area 012-442-562. Start date will be June 1, 2024. Physical and drug test not applicable.
Yes, Ms. Lopez is being promoted to corporal on her shift. She'll be at the Tier 1 salary of $52,000, and that effective date is June 1st, 2024.
Move for approval on that.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Sheriff. Number 10, Brittany Van Curren, discuss or take appropriate action concerning the approval of the commercial driveway permit for K Services LLC at 473 Corgi Road in Precinct 4. Good morning, Ms. Van Curren.
Good morning. They are just taking an existing driveway and they want to better construct it, so they've gone through this process. Commissioner Riley's gone out and seen the site and agrees with this permit.
Move for
Motion made by Commissioner Riley,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. All those in favor? Motion carries. Number 11, Brittany Van Curren, discuss and take appropriate action to approval of the replat of Palo Alto Subdivision Unit 2, Lot 47 in Precinct 1. Ms. Van Curren?
Yes, sir, this is a lot that they're just splitting into two, and we're kind of correcting a mistake a developer made a year or two ago. So this is just kind of cleaning up more than anything else.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Number 12, Commissioner Gillespie, discuss or take appropriate action concerning personnel. New employee Dominic David Delgado, position Precinct 1 Road and Bridge Crew. He has a CDL and tanker's endorsement, pay rate Tier 2, $46,000 annually, which is $38.33 monthly. Salary budget area 021-400-402. Start date would be today, and physical and drug tests are pending.
Yes, Your Honor, this gentleman came to me and he's kind of fresh. He has a CDL and tanker's endorsement, and that's what we're needing, so I move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Number 13, Commissioner Pettis, discuss or take appropriate action concerning a road board crossing, County Road 336, approximately a half mile west of County Road 337. The road board will be approximately 8 foot deep. A 6-inch polyline will be enclosed in an 8-inch metal casing that will be used to connect the saltwater disposal line. Cashier's check number 084-530-3708 was made out to Atascosa County in the amount of $500 and turned over to the County Treasurer's Office. Commissioner?
Thank you, Judge. I've gone out there and talked to these people. Everything looks like it's on the up and up, so I request approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Thank you, sir. Number 14, Commissioner Riley, discuss or take appropriate action to approve a lay flat line permit for EOG Resources entering County Road 417 north of 791 on the east side of County Road 417, traveling north on the west side of County Road 417 for 3 miles in existing County Road 417 right-of-way. A check for an amount of $1,500 has been turned over to Atascosa County Treasurer's Office. Commissioner?
Yes, sir. I've been out there and checked out the situation and the routing, and I move for approval on this.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley, seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Number 15, Trent Rao, Assistant County Attorney, discuss or take appropriate action concerning personnel and accepting award of rural law enforcement grant, Senate Bill number 22. Good morning again, Mr. Rao.
Morning, how are
So
y'all?
let me ask you a question. Can we take all these in one lump sum?
All except for Donald C., who has a different number, but everybody else is the same.
So, employee Jameson Reed, Michael Block, Trent Rao, James B. Anders III, Maureen Arnold, Shailene Arredondo, Robbie Denson, and Polly Filson. Those employees, position Atascosa County Attorney,
Oh, they each have different positions, I'm sorry.
they'll have different positions, but they all have the same pay.
Yes.
State supplemental pay of $2777.59 a month. Start date would be June the 15th, and pay date ending 12/15/24 on the pay date. Budget area 142-400-401. And using those names. Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner, who did it?
I did.
Bowen. Is there any further discussion?
Because the positions are different, do they need to be read that way?
Yeah, no, I don't, yeah.
Okay.
Any further discussion? So what this is just breaking it out.
This is breaking it out through the year. We still have about $8,000 left in the grant. We may have the necessity of hiring an independent contractor or another, so I'm saving that, or we are saving that, Ms. Vickers is saving that, so that we can come back and if we need to, ask for that. So there should be about $8,000 left in the grant.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Existing employee Donald Ski, County Attorney Investigator, supplemental pay of $1650.71 a month. Start date would be June the 15th, 2024. Ending date would be 12/15/2024. And budget area 142-400-401.
This is our new employee. This will pay him out for the rest of the year. He has been everything, we hoped he would be. He's on the ground moving and working on the phones and doing our investigative work.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Okay, next item, number 16, Trent Rowell, Assistant County Attorney, to discuss and take appropriate action on the consultation contract between Atascosa County and Dr. Stephen Postelnick regarding the construction of the new medical examiner's office and directing the county judge to sign. Good morning, Mr. Rowell.
Good morning. This is for the new medical examiner's office that's being constructed. The committee met and determined that they wanted Dr. Postolnik to consult on the building of that. I prepared a contract, got it over to him. He does have some questions, mainly about how that's going to affect Fort Bend and their his working for Fort Bend and working for us. So we're talking about that. I think we'll get all that resolved. I don't think that's going to be a problem. But if we can have it approved, subject to revision, if it's approved by the county attorney's office and the judge, then we can get that signed. The terms are $1,500 a month. It's cancelable within 10 days by either party so that we can use them as long as we want. Quite honestly, he didn't even want a fee, but the committee felt like if we're going to hire him, we want him to get paid. Just for the public's information and for the commissioner's information, this man is the medical examiner for Fort Bend County. He just had one of these facilities constructed, and so he's very familiar with what goes into the facilities, what's needed in the facilities, and so the committee thought that this would be a good hire.
Make a motion with the exception of contract provision.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, and that's with pending his approval, right?
Yeah.
Seconded by Commissioner Riley. Do you get that, Teresa? Pending approval by county attorney, okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor? The motion carries.
Where is this going to be located?
Behind precinct 1 JP.
Okay, got it.
Thank you, Mr. Rowell.
Thank you.
Number 17, Tracy Barrera, discuss and take appropriate action to approve the submission of the unclaimed property capital credits for counties, and if approved, authorize County Judge Weldon Coo to sign. Ms. Barrera?
Yes, we submit this every year. It's basically unclaimed property credits for utilities, and we usually get anywhere from $40,000 to $60,000 back every year, so, but court has to approve for us to submit the application, so. Just asking for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis, seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Next item, number 18, Tracy Barrera, discuss and take appropriate action to accept the sale of Cruise Incorporated, DBA Johns Oil Company to Great Lakes Petroleum Company under paragraph 24 of the bulk fuel bid contract for the period beginning 1/1/24 and ending 12/31/24, and to assign the contract to Great Lakes Petroleum Company under the same terms and conditions as agreed by Cruise Incorporated, DBA Johns Oil Company for the remainder of the contract. Great Lakes Petroleum has assumed all the responsibilities of ensuring the prompt delivery of fuel to Cruise Incorporated, DBA Johns Oil Company bulk fuel clientele. Johns Oil was the only company who bid the fuel contract, therefore it is the only contract accepted. Good morning again.
Good morning. That's a lot of information, but the reason it needs to come through court and y'all need to accept this is the fact that Johns Oil was the only one who bid for fuel. So therefore, him selling out, leaves us with nothing. This new company, Great Lakes, has agreed to all the terms. Everything's going to stay the same as far as pricing. All they need is just court's approval to accept that they are actually taking over, and it will be a new company name. I believe they've been delivering fuel, so I just need the court's approval. That way we can finalize the paperwork as far as us getting invoices from Great Lakes instead of Johns Oil.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis, seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay, number 19, Tracy Barrera, discuss and take appropriate action to release the upfront payment of $28,438.50, which is 75% of the total project, to Arnold's Office Furniture for the 10 workstations for the new office space. The complete project for workstations delivered and installation is $37,918. Ms. Barrera?
Yes, anytime we do any kind of an upfront, I always get court's approval on that. This is a contract. It's for the PDO office that they're relocating. I believe Commissioner Gillespie's done the walkthrough, looked at the location, and I'm just asking for approval. That way we can get this started and they can get those ordered.
And if I can add, these cubicles aren't just petitions, they're actually wired, that you plug in one and the whole thing gets hot. So they are custom built, custom ordered. Therefore, that's why we're having to come up with the money up front instead of waiting until we're complete. I'll move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Riley. Now that's paid out of the PDO money from the state, right?
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Okay,
Stated approve this.
right. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries.
Thank you.
Number 20, Tracy Barrera, discuss and take appropriate action to approve the financing from government capital for the following: the buyout of 6 motor graders as previously approved by Commissioners Court of $872,230.55. The purchase of 1 tractor in Precinct 1 as previously approved in Commissioners Court for a total of $105,291.34. Ms. Barrera?
Yes, I had gone back and forth with several different companies. We had government capital came in with a much lower interest rate as far as, and both of these we've already approved to do the financing on. Like I said, we've just been back and forth with several different ones. I just need, if this is approved to go with these financing, we'll need to decide if you want the 6 in the 1 or all together. It should be in your paperwork there, you can see. And also, they've given us options of 5, 6, 8, and 10 years. So, we won't have a payment due until next year. So it's not going to affect this year's budget. It's just, we just need to know what to.
Yeah, and if I can add, Your Honor, that tractor for Precinct 1 is one that was brought to court, and it was getting tangled up in a mess, and we needed the tractor, so I'm purchasing one outright. The other one is going to piggy bank off of this as that, so I would assume that the money would be transferred from my account into that account so that I'm
Correct,
still.
for that one, yes.
Right. I wouldn't ask the other commissioners' precincts to pay for my cat.
I wouldn't let you.
Do we have a motion? And which way y'all, okay. How many years and what do y'all want to do on that? 5 years? I don't think we should go more than 5 years. I purposely
I'm
don't
good
even
with,
like that.
no, I think 5 years is more than enough. I mean, I think it's doable.
5 years?
Hey, can I ask, Mr. Rao a question? And y'all may know the answer, but if in the event we go 5 years and there's a commissioner that leaves and a new one comes on, and now that new commissioner is committed to that payment, is there anything that he can come in and say he don't want to be a part of that and mess it up and for everyone else? Okay, so we need to consider that as well.
Trent, did you review the,
I did, I mean, that's more of a protection for the other, sorry. That's more of a protection for the other part of the party to the contract other than the county, to let them know that the county itself cannot be bound for longer than 1 year because you have a different governing body potentially every year. And so, yes, technically, someone could come in and say that. Now, I assume that they would realize they're not doing the county credit any good and not, it looks bad if you make a deal and then take it back, but it's possible.
is there do we need to add something as an out on that contract, or did you read through that?
No, we don't need to add anything, it's just the law. So,
Okay.
what I said, it's for their benefit. What I meant was that provision in the contract to let them know that, hey, this can all be over with in an hour, in a year, and there's nothing you can do about it. But, I mean, it's the law. The law, we're the state, we're the county, and so, we make the laws, and that's what the law is.
It's kind of like long-term debt, same thing. You're bound by the long-term debt.
Yes.
Any further discussion? Okay, let me clarify the motion. It's a 5-year term, okay? That's what the motion is, correct? And then anything else to add?
Are we doing them all in one?
I think so.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Do we have a second?
You okay with that?
Yeah, we have a second.
All right.
Riley made the motion.
He made the motion. There's a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Is there any further discussion?
Did you make the second, or?
No.
He made the motion.
Riley made the
Riley
motion.
made the motion, and Commissioner Gillespie seconded. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries.
You don't have any bleachers.
Okay, number 21, discuss and take appropriate action to accept the donation from Best Friends Animal Society to pay the adoption fee for cats and dogs for summer months. Once this has been closed, we will bill Best Friends Animal Society for the adoption of fees that took place. They will be promoted via social media, the newspaper, and websites. Once a final amount is billed, the amount will be brought back into Commissioner's Court. Ms. Barrera?
This is, in a sense, a donation. Therefore, in transparency, I wanted to bring it to court. They've offered to do this. The adoption fee is $150 for dogs, so, and 100 for cats. So, to promote, and they do this a lot. They want to increase donations, increase adoptions, and therefore they're going to pay for any adoptions that are done within the next month or two.
Yeah, initially, she said through the middle of June, and then she reevaluates as we go through.
But again, with clear, I want complete transparency, and they will be, we will bill them and they will pay for that. So it is a benefit to the county and to the taxpayers if they want to adopt a puppy or a kitty.
So let me understand something. Person come in, adopts 10 cats, they get $1,500?
No, they don't pay them.
Okay,
We're just waiving the adoption.
Yes, no, they're paying us, so it's a donation to the county to
Okay.
cover the adoption fee. If Commissioner Gillespie wants to adopt a dog and comes in, it's gonna be $150, but they're going to cover that cost.
okay.
So the county's going to be receiving that money as a donation.
Okay. Is there any further discussion? Do we have a motion?
No, sir, I'll move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie. Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Now, is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you all. Number 22, Tracy Burrow, discuss or take appropriate action to approve on approving the renewal of the Center for Health Emergency Preparedness and Response Grant Agreement, contract number HHS 0014414000001 for $10,000. This is the Department of State Health Services, effective on July 1st, 2024, and expires on June 30th, 2025. If approved, direct the county judge to sign via DocuSign. This agreement has been sent to Trent Rowell, the county attorney's office, for approval. Ms. Barrera?
Yes, thank you. This grant we've had in play for quite some time. We have to renew it every year. Now that we are going to have a fully staffed fire marshal emergency management, we can actually use this. We've kind of left a lot of it on the table. They've worked with us every year. So I'm just asking that we renew it once again.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley, seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Number 23, Tracy Burrow, discuss or take appropriate action to approve the purchase and installation of sheriff's equipment from the ARPA budget, line item number 012487644, equipment. The breakdown is listed, the grand total not to exceed $170,000. Installed for all county equipment, approximately $66,000. All radio purchases below not to exceed $104,000 will be through DIR state contract and will be the authorized vendor of being Advantage Communications. 2 Motorola APX 8000 portable radios at $17,627.74. 5 Motorola APX 8500 APX 02 radios at $41,840.75. 5 Motorola radios APX 8500 APX 03 radios at $44,289.90. Okay, Ms. Barrera.
Yes, this is new equipment for new units. We've got 2 that are going to be completely brand-new units, so therefore they need to be outfitted completely, and the others are to upgrade, correct, Sheriff?
Yeah. Yes, they're units that are replacing 3-year-old units, and we're still replacing the old radios with the new ones that we're required to go to. We're about through with that, though, but that's what this is all about.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Number 24, discuss and take appropriate action to rescind the May 13th, 24 agenda, item number 20, due to it being a private road. The motion was made by Commissioner Riley, seconded by Commissioner Pettis. All voted in favor to approve. 513-24, item number 20, discuss and take appropriate action to approve 1 10-inch lay-flat line for Select Water Solutions LLC will enter County Road right-of-way on County Road Edmonton Ranch Road on the east side of County Road and travel for 7,800 feet. A check amount of $1,000 has been turned over to the Atascosa County Treasurer's Office. What we're doing is rescinding that completely, right?
Completely, so,
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item B, approve the refund of $1,000 to Select Water Solutions LLC for the payment received on item number 20 on May 13th, 2024. Need a motion?
yes.
Make that motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Bowen,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. All those in favor? Motion carries. Item C, discuss and take appropriate action to renew the motion that was tabled on 513, number 22, number 22, the motion to table the item was made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Pettis. All voted in favor to table the item.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Let's see. Items,
It was on 513.
okay, that was all done in the same motion.
Yes, that was
So
all that
item D,
one.
approve the refund of $500 to Select Water Solutions LLC for the payment received on item number 22 on 5/13/24.
That was. the
We
one
need,
that
we need to
just
vote on this one and vote, my understanding is the court wants to vote this one down. The first motion was to put it back on the table, and now it's up for,
We need a motion?
yes, we need a motion.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is any further discussion? All those in favor?
No, I'm sorry, not that I'm telling you how to vote,
Hold
but
up.
I believe the commissioner's wish is to defeat that motion because it is a private road.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes, so let's, we didn't table, can we have a revote, Your Honor?
What are we gonna do now? Which item?
We're still on that vote, which we had a motion to discuss and or take appropriate action to approve two 12-inch lay flat lines for Select Water Solutions LLC. The lines will enter CRROW Edmund Tom Ranch Road for 1858 feet. A check in the amount of $500 has been turned into the Atascosa County Treasurer's Office.
Okay, that was part of C, right?
Yes, that's part of C, yes.
But, may I?
Ms. Barrera,
So, first thing had to be done is it needed to be brought back because we tabled it. So it had to be brought back to life and brought back to the table. So now that he made the motion to bring it back to the table, now a decision needs to be made whether or not to accept that private road and that money.
And as the county attorney, I'd advise you, because it's a private road, you cannot accept it. So I wanted to interject that and ask the chair for a revote.
Commissioner Gillespie?
I'm trying to understand the motion. Do you-
So it was misunderstood on my end as well.
Mine
I'm
too.
sorry. But I think what it is there's being a lay flat line installed on a private road, and that should not be,
Right.
it should not be.
We shouldn't have anything to do with that.
Right.
Correct, but it was
So-
on the agenda and it was tabled.
But
So
we rescinded that in the motion.
that was,
A.
there was two different ones.
Oh, two different ones, okay.
One we
Now I got it.
voted on, so we rescinded that. Now this one that we tabled, and that we tabled it only because of the amount being collected, because of the length of it. But now that it's back on the table, Commissioners Court needs to make a decision, and I believe you made a motion, but it wasn't clarified whether or not your motion was to accept or deny.
Because of it being a private road, I wasn't aware of that. So because of that, I'm not in favor of it, so I need to remove my motion from the item, because I'm not in favor of us doing anything on a private road.
Okay, and so your motion is to deny that request?
Well, I mean, the motion has to be made off of what the agenda
Okay,
says, right?
okay.
So I'm gonna remove my motion, because I can't change the motion.
Very good,
The agenda's
very
read
good.
one way.
Can I make the motion to refund that?
Well, we're going to get to that in a minute. Sorry. I believe, is there any, well, if there's no one else that made a motion, then I believe the item would
It
die.
dies.
Removed. You need to remove a second. Who did that?
What's on the floor?
The floor is I've made a motion, but I'm pulling it back out.
Okay.
So I've revoked my motion.
Okay.
But whoever did the second needs to do the same. to the second.
Okay, move a second. Okay,
And
go
then
ahead.
now, at this point, you can
So
just
now
let
we're
it
open,
die.
we're open for a motion. Is there any action to be taken?
Well,
Ask
No.
3 times for a motion, you won't get one.
Yeah, that's what I say, there's no action to be taken on this item, right?
Fails for
Is
lack
there
of,
any action to be taken on this item?
fails for lack of a motion.
Any action to be taken on this item? Last call. Okay, no action to be taken on that item. Anything else?
Not on this one, just,
Now D, approve the refund. So item D, approve the refund, $500 Select Water Solutions LLC for the payment received for item number 22 on 5/13/24.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Thank God this is over.
I did that to make it simpler, and I believe I did
Probably
not
need to clarify this a little
accomplish.
better next time.
Well,
Yes, Your Honor.
the reason that was put on there, when they send the permit, she included the $500 for that private road, so we went with it. And didn't realize that, that it was actually a private road, so that's why we're refunding that money. Okay? We had to let her know, because they just sent the permit and the money. That wasn't necessary.
Okay, Commissioners, I have an item for executive session, but we probably won't need to do it today. It can put off, it just take us that long, but we'll just do it on the 10th. Do y'all have any other items that could be an executive session today? Anybody? Okay, so we did not have an executive session. Item number 28, myself, Tracy Barrera, discuss, review, and take action, accept, and approve all invoices and payroll.
You have invoices and payroll.
All right here.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second?
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 29, discuss, review, and take action on reports submitted.
The reports were sent out.
Is that all there? Okay. Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. And item number 30, comments from commissioners. Next, the Commissioners Court will be set for June the 10th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Is there any further comments on this item?
I want to let everyone know that with the Cowboy Connect bus transport, we had, there was a gentleman the other day who was trying to use his wheelchair out here in the rocks because this sidewalk was at a dead end. So I had a ramp installed on that sidewalk for that reason, because we don't need something to happen to an individual. In the process of noticing that, we've come across the bus stop is way down there, and for them to get in the front door of the Justice Center, they have to go down the road and around and uphill to get into it. The cheapest and easiest solution to it is I've talked with Sean at ACOG, which is who the transportation advisor is, and quickest and best and cheapest solution is he's now going to make the front door at the Justice Center one of his stops for the handicap. So if it wasn't for that, we would be installing handicap ramps from the bus stop to the sidewalks, which is going to be a pretty expensive ordeal. So
Right.
if there's no court and no one's there, then obviously he's probably going to bypass it. But just for the knowledge of it, if y'all do, I know at some point, and I'm not sure where, maybe the sheriff can elaborate on it, but Art was asked not to go up into the parking lot. I don't know if it was with the previous judge or what, but I have no knowledge on that. Okay, because in the conversation I had with ACOG, that was what was mentioned to me, was they were asked not to go up in there. However, we've spotted a situation, and I did take it on my own to tell them, go ahead and go up in there. If there's an issue, or it gets to be an issue, we'll have to address some sidewalks for the handicap at that point, but right now, this is our best solution.
Well, wouldn't that ramp be the city's responsibility? City street?
Well, it was put in when we did the Justice Center.
It's still city street. It should be their responsibility.
I mean, they're going to our facilities. I took it on my own because
I think the city should be paying for it if they did it.
well,
because
I'll have
our-
a conversation with them or whatever, but
I mean,
it's,
because I see that in a lot of places. I know it got caught, HEB in Pleasant the other day on a situation, the city ended up having to do some stuff there. But we'll see if we can get them refund us maybe.
Yeah.
Try anyway.
but it's,
Okay, the only other thing is today is, I want to thank all the veterans and all the service members that dedicated their life to honor America. You know, it was a rough day many years ago, and we need to continue to appreciate our veterans and our situation that we have. Also, today's election day. Thank God those people fought for us to give us our right to vote, so please get out and vote, everybody. Is there any other questions or any other items today?